Let's attempt to turn a dress into a romper. Welcome to another So-So tutorial. Grab a dress that is not too form-fitting and your favorite pair of shorts. I will show you 2 ways to create the crotch area part. Before filming, I tried the dress on standing tall and figured out where the crotch area should start. I decided right below that last button. Most crotch cuts are really small. The V here is actually quite long, so I ended up having to roll up my shorts when I styled. I used the lines here to get the ankles just right, marked, and then I cut out the crotch. Now it's ready to sew, but first let me show you technique number 2. This technique is for dresses that don't button down or open up in the front. Fold your dress in half with the front of the dress on the outside. Fold your shorts in half the same way and place on top of the dress. Line up exactly crotch to crotch. This will help us get approximate measurements for cutting. I'm measuring about 1 inch by 2 inches here, so I will cut that in half to a 1/2 inch by 1 inch to add a seam allowance. Let me show you. Using my half measurements, 1/2 inch and 1 inch, I can figure out approximately where to cut. Cut on a diagonal line. When you make that cut, it will look like the crotch cut that we have here on that denim dress. Clip or pin and then sew with a straight stitch. Beginners out there, do not forget to change your machine's needle when working with different weights of fabric. This universal pack has one specially made for denim. Don't screw your needles on too tight. You don't want to break it before using it. When changing needles, be sure the flat part of the needle is facing the back of the machine. You can add a professional finish by zigzagging or using a serger. I was a little lazy here. Cut your threads and try on your work so far. The legs fit well, however, your romper will have some kind of diaper-like bunching on the front. We want to get rid of that. Let me show you 2 ways. What I did here was use myself as a dress form and pin where I wanted to take the front in. This method is not so great because then you can get stuck in your romper, so let me show you how to actually do this. You will use your shorts again, focusing on the crotch line to the waistband line. Line up crotches exactly, and be sure your dress is inside out, unlike my rushed example for you here. You will end up sewing along this part on your inside out dress. Very important, only sew the front part of the dress. Be sure to pull the back part out before you pin and sew. So friends, I totally Bob Rossed this. I accidentally sewed all the way up and actually could not fit in my romper. I am definitely still learning with you all too. So the solution was to add this funky hidden zipper. Funny story, you experts out there can tell, I totally put that zipper in backwards. Sorry, I did not record the zipper sewing process, but now you're looking like a modern day Rosie the Riveter. Let me know below what kind of thrift flips and tutorials you want to see next. Thanks for watching. Happy thrifting!